At 29 years old, my coworker Alan has traveled to more countries, had more opportunities to converse with strangers, who in a short time became friends, and has immersed herself into more cultures than any other person I know. She possesses many of the characteristics I use when defining what a cosmopolitan would look like in the 21st century. Traveling to locations including Spain, Mexico, Chile, Argentina, Bolivia, Ireland, Sweden, Estonia, Russia, Finland, and Poland, Alan shared her story of adventures and travels with me in an interview. As a child, Alan's parents instilled the value of accepting people for who they are, regardless of their differences. Through childhood experiences, her parents showed her the ability to view situations from someone else's perspective. Since then, her ability to embrace others and place herself in others' shoes has continued to develop, allowing her to appreciate her encounters during her travels. Heading off to her freshman year at Clemson University, Alan decided that she not only wanted to learn about other cultures, she wanted to participate in them by seeking out opportunities to interact with people that were different from her peers. This led her to declare a major in Spanish and international trade. Many of the courses included had workshops on communicating and understanding those from other cultures and building relationships with people. Quickly becoming fluent in Spanish, Alan decided to utilize her second language by traveling to Madrid to work as an international nanny. For 4 hours a day, she taught the children in the home English. This experience later sparked her desire to get her master's in elementary education. For 5 weeks, she became part of the family she worked for. She participated in their family dinners, lived under their roof, and interacted with their friends. Her fluency in Spanish helped her feel more comfortable exploring alone and discussing American life with the natives of Madrid. She mentioned many eye-opening conversations exchanged with members of the community, and through these realized that this culture had a false perception of American life. She told the community members about how she lived in America and shared her childhood in hopes to create a more accurate picture of American life. From her experience in Madrid, she was able to learn and speak in a new dialect, helping her during her future travels. Her initial experience with travel sparked her curiosity to understand more about differences in lifestyle around the world. Alan jumped at the opportunity to study abroad in Chile through a program in her university. During her stay in Chile, she resided with a lady who she refers to as her Chilean mama and the entire family. One of the major cultural differences she immediately noticed was the notion that divorce was still an illegal act during her stay. Her Chilean mama was living as a single parent, unable to divorce due to legality. Alan used this as a platform to inquire more about the Chilean culture and reasoning behind some of their laws. During her stay, she sought to find an overlap in values to begin conversations about politics, interests, and life stories with woodworkers on the streets and taxi drivers. She mentioned she felt much more comfortable with this second international experience, enough so that she participated in the local Cuban dances with her Chilean mama and attended the local church. Traveling to Bolivia on her study abroad tested her ability to respect others despite their differences. Her ability to enter and exit Bolivia was challenged due to history between Argentina and Bolivia, as well as the fact that she was American. Most recently, she embarked on a trip for 3 weeks to Sweden to visit her sister who has lived there for the past 2 years. There, she utilized a variety of transportations such as subways, ferries, and buses to tour around the city. She visited the Olympic Stadium in Finland and emphasized the unified atmosphere she felt when talking to the locals. From there, she traveled on a boat through the ice to Russia and engulfed herself in the history by visiting the cathedrals and onion domes. Synthesizing her travels together, she noticed many common values that people she met possessed. She declared that all cultures she experienced valued children and seemed to focus on education. For example, in Sweden, she took her niece to Dagis, which is a preschool there, every morning, and every day her niece would come home with a new field trip experience to somewhere in the city. She also mentioned she felt that most cultures valued success and differences. She felt accepted into their community, even though to them she was a stranger. She believes that part of the reason she felt so at ease during her travels is the fact that she knows so many people in America that are part of the culture she visited, so she already felt exposed to their cuisine, language, and customs. In regards to teaching, traveling has helped her develop a better relationship with both students and parents. Working with over 50% Hispanic families, she's able to hold her own parent-teacher conferences. She also is able to understand through her cultural experiences that the reason Hispanic parents don't often come to the school is not a disinterest in their child's education, but rather a respect for the teacher. It is through these life experiences that Alan's personality has developed into who she is today. Today, she is even more accepting of other people's views and opinions, as she realizes that not everyone feels, thinks, and acts the same. She has become more inquisitive of how things work in the world and has become more passionate for world events. For example, she mentioned her heartbreak through the Chilean miners' accident because she said she felt a kinship with the people from her experiences there. When responding to my question about why she continues to experience new places around the world, she responded by stating that through her travels, she is continued to be motivated because she wants to view how others live their lives. She believes that one person can walk into your life and change your perspective and appreciation for something. Many of her friends fear the unknown. In contrast, Alan wants to discover the unknown. In the future, she believes that people, underneath it all, and all their differences, are actually very much the same. She believes that there's such a wide variety of cultural mix-up that the proposition of becoming a citizen of the world could in fact turn into a reality.